Hey, this is Levavish from LickNRiff.com, and it's time for another viewer request. And in this video, we're going to learn Sungha Jung's arrangement of Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Now, the original song is a fingerstyle guitar part, but it's only chords with a specific picking pattern that we'll get to real soon. The arrangement just adds the melody notes on the chords. And it's the same picking pattern. Nothing actually changes except for picking the B string or the E string. Where originally you'd pick the B string, if the melody note is on the E string, you'll pick the E string. That's the entire difference between Sungha Jung's arrangement and the original arrangement for the verse and the chorus. Now, the solo part is originally done on violin, and that's where the original differs from the arrangement. This is where the arrangement is really rearranged. So we'll focus on the solo part next, and we'll break this lesson into 3 parts. First, we'll learn the intro lick, this. Okay, and then after we learn the intro, first we'll learn the picking pattern, which repeats itself throughout the song, even on the solo. Then we'll learn the verse and the chorus, and then finally we'll learn the solo part. Okay, we'll go from easy to difficult. It's not that difficult, but it's more difficult than picking the intro, for example. So the intro, as you saw, has one repetitive lick of 3 notes. It's just 1, 0, and 3 on the B string, and it's a 4/4 time song. It's 4 beats long. Every bar is 4 beats, and this is a lick with 3 notes. So the lick repeats itself until it gets back to the place where the C note is on the 1, is on the first beat. I'll explain what that means in a second, but first let's learn the picking pattern. The picking pattern is very, very simple. Let's take A minor, for example. You pick the A string and the B string together. Okay? That's it, together. A string and B string. Then you pick the D string and then the G string. Okay? A string and B string together, then D and G. Then you pick the A string and B strings one after another, A, then B. Then you pick D and G again. Okay? And that's it. Now you know about 80% of the entire arrangement. Okay, again, A and B, D then G, A then B, D then G. Okay? Sounds like this. Okay? That's the entire picking pattern. Now for the intro. You pick C, and you want to incorporate this. Right? 1, 0, 3, 1. Okay? And the 1 is the lick looping itself. It's 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3 on the B string. But it's a 4/4 rhythm. It's 4 beats. So you need 4 beats on the C. It's C, C major 7, C9, C major 7 again. C again. Okay? So C, C major 7, C9, C. Okay? Now the next chord is A minor, but it begins with 0 because you've already picked the 1. Remember, it's 103, 103, 103. So this time it's going to be 0310. So it's A sus2, A sus4, A minor, A sus2. Okay? Now comes the C again. And we're already at the 0, so we need to pick 3, 1, 0, 3. So it's C9, C, C major 7, C9. Okay? And then A minor again, and this time it's back to the top. It's 1, 0, 3, 1. So you end on A minor. You see the logic behind this intro? If not, I promise you will see it when you repeat it again. Just let me finish with this one. It's A minor, A sus2, A4, A sus4, A minor. Okay? And you don't actually pick the entire last beat. Okay? You just pick this. You pick the A and B strings, and you pick the D and G string. Because then you need this, which is A minor. You pick the A string, the B string, and the G string all together. And then you do a G over B, which is the B bass on a second string, second fret. And then on the second string, you pick 3, which is a D note. And you pick the open G string again. This is an inversion of a G chord. It's G over B. Because this is G, but we don't play the G and we don't play the G. So we get this. It's a G over B. Again, C, 1, 0, 3, 1. A minor, 0, 3, 1, 0. C, 3, 1, 0, 3. A minor, 1, 0, 3, 1. Okay? And this actually leads you into the verse. So that's the intro. I hope you got it. If not, let's just hear it through one last time. I'm gonna play it fast. Beginning with C. C, A minor, C, A minor. Okay? And the loop is 1, 0, 3. So 1, 0, 3. 1, 0, 3. 1, 0, 3. 1, 0, 3. 1, 0, 3. 1, A minor, G over B. Now the verse. The verse goes like this. And then this is the chorus. And you go back to the verse again. So what's going on here? You begin with C and you pick it just the usual picking pattern. Okay? Once. Okay? Then G over B, same picking pattern. Okay? Once. Then A minor, and this time, instead of the B string, you pick the E string. No, actually, not all the way through. You pick the E string first, then the B string as usual, and then the E string again. You pick the E string with the A string on the first beat, okay? Okay, the rest is the same, okay? So, C, G over B, A minor with the E string as your first note picked, and you play it twice. So it's C, G over B, A minor twice, okay? Technically, it's half a bar C, half a bar G over B, full bar of A minor, but that doesn't matter. It matters if you're a drummer. Okay, so then G, a full G chord. Okay, now here you have to decide what you want to pick. You can pick, okay, or you can just pick, okay, with the picking pattern, the original picking pattern. Now, the bass note is, of course, on the E string, the E bass, and your melody note is on the other E string. So it's both G's. Or just remember to keep the bass going. Okay? Okay, or got it? The original picking pattern. Just minus one note. So then it's D minor, and you still keep the pinky on the G because you need to pull it off to 1, okay, on the first note. So, and then the rest of the melody is 0 on the E string and then the second string. So it goes like this. Got it? Pull off with the bass, with the D bass, G string, D bass with open E string, then both G and B strings. Got it? Together it sounds like this. Slowly. Now you turn this into a sus4, and then you play. So it's a sus4 that turns into A minor. How you do that is this. Okay, you play the A string and the B string, and then you play the E string, and then you change the sus4 into minor. Okay, instead of 3, it's 1. Okay, so you have to be careful to leave the E note ringing and not stop it when you change fingers. Okay. Okay, don't touch it. Just leave it open. And then it's a smooth transition. It's okay, and then you just fill it any way you want. You can just continue the original picking pattern. You only have 1 bar to go, so. Okay, and then again the A minor and G over B. Transition into the verse again, a second time. So I'm not sure that I explained it correctly. So again, A string and B string together on the A sus4, and then the D string with the E string. Change E string again with the A string. Nope, separate from the A string. And then you just pick the rest of the bar. You have to hear it in your head. You can't actually, you can't think about it logically while you play. You have to hear this. Going on inside your head at all times, so you'll know where you are picking wise. If you don't, you can't play it smoothly. You can't, the hand can't play smoothly while the mind thinks about what it's playing. It's got to be automatic. That's why you need to practice it really slowly. So again, last time. Oh, didn't change. You know why I didn't change? Because I thought about it. Okay? Entire verse again. C, G over B, A minor with the E string as your melody, G, into D minor, starting with a pull-off. Remember, the melody notes come with the bass notes. A sus2, A sus4 into A sus2. Then again. Then, second time around, you do complete the A minor bar at the end there because you don't need to transition into the verse again. Is it clear? The first time you do this again, and the second time you just do, okay, the entire picking pattern twice. So then chorus, D over F sharp. You can do it like this, you can do it like this, you can do it like this. Okay, doesn't matter as long as it's comfortable for you, and you pick the D note, 3 on the B string, 2 on the G string, and 2 on the E string, being an F sharp. Now this is actually this upside down because you took the F sharp from here to here. So it's still a D string, only an inversion of it. So it's D over F sharp, just like the G over B. It's an inversion. So now you play the picking pattern. That's all. You don't have to overdo it. Okay, that's it. And then you turn the D over F sharp into a G with the D note still on. And then it's 1, 0. Again, it's 3, 1, 0. Okay, reminds you of something? The beginning lick. It's got it? It's 3, picking pattern, 1, 0. Both 1 and 0 are with the bass notes. Okay? The E string and the D string. Then A minor. Now, first time around, you do this. Okay? The melody note, the first note is not the B string, it's the G string this time. So you just play the A string and the G string, and then continue the picking pattern. Then, again, D over F sharp. You can also emphasize the melody by playing this 3 times. Okay? Without the picking pattern, just the alternating bass. But you can pick the picking pattern. Then G. And this time it's not 3, 1, 0, it's 3, 1, 3. So it's the same as before, only this time instead of 0 you just pick 3 again. and then A minor with E as your melody. Okay? And that's it. It's just the same as before, as within the verse, the second chord, the third chord. The second chord is a G over B. The third chord and the last chorus chord is this. So, D over F sharp, G, 1, 0, A minor, beginning with the G string. Again, G, 1, 3, A minor. Then again. Okay? So you want to hear it together again? Now that you know what's going on, C. Let's begin with C, G over B, A minor, G, D minor, A sus4 into A minor. First time around, back again, and second time it's D over F sharp, G, A minor, D over F sharp, G, A minor. Okay? And now we're finished with the mild arrangement. Now we're going to go into the real arranged part, the violin solo. So you play, we're at A minor, and it goes like this. And then begins the solo itself. That was just a small chord progression, and then the solo. And back to the verse. That's the solo. You can see that I haven't really practiced this enough, but that doesn't matter. I'm here to teach you, not to play. So you begin with the chord progression. The chord progression is this. It's just this chord. It's 0, 0, 7, 5, 0. It's 5 on the D string, 7 on the G string. It's actually a G5 chord over A. Okay? It's this is a G chord. And this is just the A bass added to it. So it's G over A. A very rare chord. You don't really get to play a G over A too much. And you just pick it and you play. Okay, this is your picking pattern now for this chord. It's A and G strings, and then D, B, A, G strings. Got it? D and B, A and G. And then D and B again. And then again. And then you play this. It's F5 over A. So it's G and F both over A. So this time it's this. And you bar the first string, you bar the E string. So actually you're playing an F sus2 chord over A. F sus2 over A. Okay, it's 3, 6 with the pinky on the B string, 5 on the G string, and 3 on the D string, and A. And you play this. Okay? The original picking pattern, up to the final note. It's... And then the G note, the 3 on the E string that you're barring. Got it? With the A bass. Okay? If you're used to the picking pattern, this shouldn't be a problem. And then it's this. It's F flat 5 over A. Or you can call it A minor sus2 sharp 5. Yeah. Okay, it's A minor sus2 sharp 5. Or it's F flat 5 over A. Whatever you want to call it. The name doesn't matter. What matters is how it sounds. So, it's A string again, 3 on the D string, 5 on the G string, open B string, and pinky on 5 on the E string. Okay, so it's 5, 0, 5, 3, A. And you play this. Okay, which is, again, the original picking pattern with the E string as your first note along with the A bass. And then just A minor with the E string as your melody note. Okay, so again, G5 over A. Then F sus2 over A. Then F flat 5 over A. A minor. Now the fun really begins. G. Okay? Now you need your pinky on the D note on 3 on the B string because you need 3, 1, 0, 1, 3. Okay, with the G bass all along, and the alternating basses are, as usual, G and D. Okay, it's 3 with the G bass, 1 pull off to 0, the 1 with the D bass, G bass, 1, 3 with the D bass. Okay? Got it? And then this. And you still have to keep the basses going. It's hammer on from 0 to 2 on the G string, along with the G bass. Then D string with 0 and 1 on the B string, 3 on the B string, then the G string, the G bass again, and D bass. Okay, again. Got it? Then it's basically the same pattern in F, only this time you need to pick completely different things. Okay? It's the same idea, but it translates completely differently on the guitar from G. So, you pick the F bass with the B string, one on the B string, and then you take the bar off, you keep the F bass on, and you take the bar off and you pick the 0, okay, on the B string, open B string, and then 2 on the G string, and then 0 and 1 on the B string. Got it? 1, 0, 2, 0, 1. And then it's just an F arpeggio with hammer-ons. What does it mean? It means that you pick the D string, 3 on the D string, hammering on the 2 from 0 on the G string, 0 to 2, and then 0 to 1 on the B string. Actually, you don't have to hammer it on. Okay, and then F. You begin with the G string. And then it's this. This is actually just taking the A minor chord apart with pull-offs and hammer-ons. It's just 0, 0, and then 1 pull-off to 0 on the B string. And then on the G string, it's 2 pull-off to 0 twice. And then on the G string, it's 2 pull-off to 0. And then A minor with the picking pattern beginning with the D string along with the A string. Okay? So, again, G, F. In F, you still keep the basses going. You always keep the basses going, the alternating E string and D string. Oh. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, got it? It helps if you're getting yourself confused. It helps if you don't look at the guitar and just play by your ear. Because if you're looking at the guitar, you're thinking about what you're playing. And to succeed in playing this, you have to shut off your mind completely and just listen to what you're playing. Otherwise, you will just confuse yourself with the alternating basses and you won't be able to play. F, F, A minor, then again G, F, and then on the A minor it's this. Okay, it's technically A minor in the ear, but we're going to play a C chord at the end. So it's, again, 0 on the B string, 1 pull off to 0 on the B string, 2 on the G string, and then it's this. Okay, you can just pick the whole sequence. We were here. Then it's just 103 013. I got confused with the intro. This is confusing. Sue me. It's 013. Don't sue me, please. 013 on the B string. 013 on the G on the E string. It ends on a G note. So and the G note is the beginning of the C chord. Got it? Again. Okay? It's clear now? Then it's this. You bar the 3rd fret and you play the C bass, 3 on the A bass, and 3 on the E string. And you hammer on the 5 on the E string and you pull it off again. Got it? And then pinky on 6 on the B string, and then 3 on the E string. And remember, when you play the E string, you want to take the pinky off because this is a solo. It's not supposed to be together. It's not harmonies. It's too fast to be noticed, but it's still noticed by the ear if you play it together instead of separately. Okay? That doesn't have the same feeling as... Okay? The note was alone. It's a solo. It's called a solo for a reason. So we were here. And then on the B string, it's 6, pull off to 5, pull off to 3. And then it's 5, pull off to 3 twice. Now you have two choices. You can either slide to 1 and continue from there, or you can do this. Okay? Both are good. What's comfortable for you is what matters. It's just two ways to play this. We did this. Now it's either slide to 1 or to play the 5 on the G string. And then you play 3 and slide it to 1 on the B string. And pull off to 0. Got it? Or, and then 3, pull off to 1 and 0. Okay? Two different ways of playing the same thing, and it goes by too fast to notice any difference. So play whichever variation is comfortable for you. So, okay? Actually, that depends on if you want to keep the C bass ringing. If you want to keep it ringing for as long as possible, do the 5 on the G string. If you don't care about the C bass, just slide back. So, listen to the C bass. Up to here, the C bass still played. And now I had to let go of it. But if I play this, the C bass stops way before that. So, all depends on what you want to play. And then, A minor, beginning with the G string. And then, this. tricky. By the way, after this, you repeat the C and this. And you play the intro lick on A minor. And you begin all over again. Okay, so now for the tricky lick. The final lick we have to learn for this song to be, for this lesson to be over. Again, you have to keep the bass going at all times. That's what makes this lick so uncomfortable. You begin with G string and A string on A minor. And then it's 0 and 1 on the B string, but you need the bass on the 1. Okay, the D bass. And then again, only this time the bass is just with the open B string. Okay, and then again, but the basses are backwards now. It's D first and then A minor. Okay, we're breaking this down. It's and then it's 3 times. Okay, and the basses keep going. And then 3 on the B string. And then open E string with the A bass. And then 1 and 3 on the B string, and you play the A string along with the B with the D note with 3. And then it's 0 and 1 on the E string, and you play the D bass, the D string along with it. And then 5 with your pinky, you can slide to it. And then the C with the high G note. 3 on the E string. So again. Okay? This is a tricky one. So you want to try and play it really slowly, just like I did now, until you get it down. So let's go over the solo again. G, F, F, A minor, again, and then C with a high G, solo, A minor, tricky lick, C again, this again, intro lick on A minor, and then and back to the verse. This was probably the most confusing lesson I ever did in my life. But I really do hope that you've learned from this lesson and that it wasn't too confusing. So before you go practice this and getting it on your fingers, just please subscribe to my channel and keep updated with all the new lessons I've got to offer. I upload a new lesson every couple of days or so, so why not subscribe and keep updated with everything I have to teach you. I've already got a lot of lessons you can learn on the channel, and I'd kindly appreciate it if you shared this lesson. If you liked it, please share it. Please share it with your friends, with your family, with your dogs, with your enemies, with your imaginary friends. Just share it, post it. Who knows, maybe somebody else can benefit from this lesson as well. I really enjoyed this, even though this was a really confusing piece to teach because of the alternating bass line. Again, play it slowly and try to automate your thumb. There's no other way. You just have to automate the 1-2 picking pattern with the thumb. It just takes a little work, but it's doable. And thank you for watching. I really enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Now go get this under your fingers and play it. Play it better than I just did.